This review is for the Glengoyne Single Malt Scotch Whisky with a twist. Hi, I'm Jo, this is Maximo, and we are Tipbles and Treats. We have a whisky today.
We have. We have a Glengoyne Highland Single Malt Scotch Whisky.
Yes.
That's finished in a Pedro Ximénez.
Ooh, that was not a good pronunciation.
Sherry casks.
Yes.
How would you pronounce?
Jimenez. Pedro Jimenez. Definitely like that H sound, Spanish thing going on.
But there's an X in there.
It's Spanish.
Right. Is the X silent?
For someone that's pretty good at speaking Italian, you're pretty bad at trying to understand other languages.
Yeah, not many X's in Italian. So this is I think it's number 4 or 5 of the whiskies that was bought in auction probably about 4 or 5 months ago. We're slowly getting through them. Slowly.
Not even getting through them, we're starting to open them.
And drink them, yes.
We're not finishing them, I just want to say that.
Indeed. So this particular tipple is 46% alcohol. It's a 700ml bottle and it's in a gift pack, which I guess is another euphemism for it's in a box. And I bought this at auction including fees for around about 90 Australian dollars. The recommended retail price for this is about $150, so that's a reasonable saving. A reasonable saving. While you open that, I'll get the glasses. The distillery is located in Drumgoyne near Kilkern in Glasgow. Now I've probably mangled the
You have trouble with some of these words, don't you?
Yes, that's one of my issues. Probably one
Spanish and Scottish in one take. Bit hard.
Yeah, and English. I don't. Yeah. So this is an unpeated single malt whiskey from Scotland.
That's good.
It's produced in the Glengoyne distillery near Glasgow, and it's aged in oak ex-American barrels. Also European oak and Pedro Ximénez sherry casks. So that's probably why the colour is quite rich and intense and sort of tobacco coloured. Shall we give it a sniff? So I think this may be a travel exclusive. It says travel retail exclusive. So I'm looking forward to this one. It hasn't got an age, so it's non-vintage, so I'm not really sure how old it would be, but
that's a bit unusual, isn't it? Doesn't it usually say?
Well, usually I go for a sort of a 12-year-old or something as a sort of a standard whiskey, but I'll put a bid for this. This looked like it was probably might have been a bit of a special special whiskey.
It smells like it's going to be quite smooth.
Smells sort of fruity, doesn't it?
It does, yeah, quite pleasing.
I think vanilla.
You know, I'm really out of practice.
Really?
Yeah.
It's been a little while.
We haven't done any
we have been away, so we have been away
to
we actually jumped in an aeroplane and flew.
Yes.
So we've got a number of videos to come.
Yes.
In situ, like in
a couple of wineries, maybe.
Yes, in a distillery. But yeah, we are out of practice a little bit.
We haven't recorded one of these at home for a while.
No.
And I haven't certainly had a whiskey for a while.
I think sort of vanilla fruit, whether it's apricot or something like that.
Fruity and vanilla.
Let's give it a taste.
Okay. I've forgotten how strong whiskey is.
That's quite sweet, isn't it? It's sweet. It's got a little bit of spice.
The spice comes through on the finish.
Maybe a little bit of citrus, perhaps. Certainly spice and a bit of pepper. Doesn't hit you immediately, but it sort of builds.
It does build.
And it's there in the finish. I'll have another taste. A lot going on, certainly rich and complex. Probably maybe a little bit of toffee or something like that.
Don't know. It keeps developing.
It does.
It keeps changing.
It does. I quite like it.
Yeah. I don't think it's one of my favourites, but it's. I don't like to give a mark out of 10, so to speak, but it's not peaty.
No, it's not
And
peaty.
I've definitely decided that I'm not a peat fan.
No.
So
I'm warming to
you
the peat.
are. You
yes.
didn't used to be, did you?
No, never used to be. But I'm wanting to not the heavy peats, but the light peats. It sort of adds that intensity, complexity. I generally don't like the taste of things that are smoked or burnt. It's like someone's left things too long, but. Some of the peated whiskies have been nice there.
Seems to smell a bit sweeter.
It does. Sort of honey, citrus. That's changed it a lot.
That's much better.
That's really changed. It's drawn out the sweetness of the whiskey.
Yep.
It's subjugated the pepper. It sort of tastes sort of honey and
The finish is a lot smoother.
much smoother. Yes.
Yeah. No, that's quite nice now. Yeah. It's amazing what a bit of ice can do,
Just
isn't
a
it?
little bit of ice, yeah. That's changed it enormously. Like that's one of the biggest changes
Yeah.
for a whiskey of adding ice.
Yeah.
It's really, really, really smooth, isn't it?
I was just about to go down the road of not so keen.
Not so keen, and you've changed your mind.
Yeah, I have.
A little bit of frozen water. Who knew, viewers? That's really is a nice Scotch, isn't it? It's rich, it's warm, it's
Yeah.
it's really smooth.
That is really quite
really
nice.
Quite nice, yeah.
I can't remember some of my other favourites, but I know I had a definite one whiskey that was quite nice, and from memory, I think I would put this up there with it.
Yeah, this is really nice. I'm enjoying this. This has been a good buy, so I've got a fair bit more to go. We're approaching winter, so I think
Warming whiskies.
warming whiskies are going to be the go, so we need to build up a little of the stockpile. I've really enjoyed this.
Really?
Oh, of the open post-review bottles, that is. Not we've got a lot, haven't we? We've got a lot to
stockpile the whiskey to see us through. We can go out and get more.
or the coming apocalypse or supply chain issues. Like,
Might run out of whiskey. Oh my god.
no, we couldn't have that.
No.
Thank goodness there's Australian whiskies that might be a bit closer in the supply chain. But this has been really, really nice. I've enjoyed this. This will be savoured, I think. Savoured.
Yep, I'll give that the thumbs up.
Yes, indeed. So hopefully you've liked this review. If so, please hit the like and subscribe buttons.
And we'll get back to you soon with even more reviews.
Yes. So I think we might alternate between a South Australian sort of review and maybe an in-house.
Yes, because we've got
review.
a few on-location reviews coming.
Yeah, we've got a lot. We've got a lot to film and yes, indeed. On that very pleasing note.
Cheers.
Cheers.